Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. So, Elvennotes, it's a new archetype. It was revealed earlier today, and I kinda get like vibes of a mixture between Valiance, Kashtira, True Draco, what else? There's more. Archmage to some extent, well, because of Medius. Medius is an important card for the deck, because it tutors the new level 1 tuner, the patron, power patron card, as like, with Archmage, for example, or Doom Z. So Medius becomes that key card for the archetype, and causes follow-up play when it's in your graveyard, for example. So they got 3 new main deck monsters, all of them are level 6. Like, one is a Stratos, the red one. The green one is a Spell Searcher for the archetype, but true Draco style, just like the yellow one, that activates or could search or activate the trap directly from the deck. So it's 2 continuous traps and 2 continuous spells. One of them is fantastic. It's basically a Hero Lives. So, it's a bit shorter than usual, because I had a rough night because of the little one, so didn't have that much time to test, but I feel that I kinda showcased some of the power of the archetype. Surprise! It has Fiendsmith in it. Because of this, your Medius normal summon is full combo. Full combo for this deck. That's really nice. And on top of that, Fiendsmith as well. So the most important thing here is to trigger the new Patron monster, and that tutors basically any of your Elvennotes cards. Probably you're searching the Stratos, for example. So here before your opponent is, they have to nip, otherwise you'll just probably go for Caesar, but, that's when you surprise them with Measure 7 and keep extending. Go for sequence first. This is kind of important because the archetype here, you can use your monsters on field, for example, to send them away to the graveyard to extend your gameplay. You will see in a few moments. So now you're going for Caesar. Use your middle monster zone to special summon those level 6s to the field. So it's not like Kashtira, you can just special summon them to any main monster zone. No, you need to special summon them to the middle monster zone. This is a new level 7 generic Synchro, level 7. It reborns during the main phase. One of your Elvennotes monsters. It also reborns the tuner, that's important. Again, during both players' turns. So essentially, you kind of play like with elves, get them on the field, and if you have multiple bodies on the field, you can use their effects, a dodge or something like that. So let's see. One of them, the green one, at least during their turn, you can switch their zones, and then they'll gain their beneficial effect. When the green one is switched with her effect, your opponent banishes 1 card at random from their hand until the end phase. So essentially, you're putting your opponent 1 card behind already. That's nifty. The yellow one bounces a face-up spell. That's stupid because now I have 2 in hand for, the new tour guide. And the red one bounces a monster. It's a compulse. So the gimmick of the archetype is this boss monster. When that one is synchro summoned, you could trigger its effect and then make all cards, I think, from your opponent, face-up cards, negate their effect. That's important. It's sometimes hard to get it on the field because of the calculations you have to do. So whenever you're using your level 7 synchro, you reborn, for example, your tuner, as soon as you use that effect, you can lower the level of all monsters on the field by 3. So you're blocking, here in this case, K9 from using their extra deck. And speaking of that, and that's the floodgate effect of this new level 10 synchro, is that during your opponent's turn, for example, you can use its effect, and then very similar to Vanquish Soul. So it's some Vanquish Soul vibes. Is whenever there's an Elvennote monster in one of your main monster zones, whenever your opponent has a monster in the same column, that particular monster cannot be used for an extra deck summon, basically. Which is kind of nifty. So again, very similar to Vanquish Soul, you have to keep track of your monster zones. You don't want to play in those effects. I mean, for Raisin it's much easier, but for Elvennotes it's much more thinking, right? So that's really cute, because now you can just go for a Fiendsmith combo first and then lock yourself into Synchro summons. Because keep in mind, there are some cards, I think the level 7 Synchro and the continuous spell Hero Lives. Both of them, as soon as you use them, you lock yourself into Synchro summons. So hand trap number 1 is forced out. The second replay, again Medius normal summon. I was looking at Archmage cards as well, but I don't feel I have the space for those. I don't feel they are needed. But, I mean, the hybrid might be possible. So, okay, so we go for Fiendsmith first. The place you've seen before. If your opponent has nip, they will nip you here. If not, you can just go for this particular play, extend, and, you know, give you 3 bodies on board for those extra deck summons or sacrifices of your, you know, elven cards, basically. Get Belt, which is okay-ish. No Caesar. Use your middle monster zone to surge the continuous spell. Get rid of the sequence. Go for the tuner, not using its effect, go for the level 7 Synchro. I guess this is the way for now to put it in the extra monster zone to free up zones for your elven monsters. Keep in mind, this level 1 tuner also triggers during your opponent's turn, so you can sync during their turn, that's important. Here, because of the cheat effect, lower the level and then give your monster level 3 extra levels, you can basically synchro summon your GNX one. So that's Baron the Fleur on crack, right? Because you're playing so many different attributes, I think this card definitely has a place. And the Pseudo I think is fine because it's another level 1 tuner essentially. Plus, again, 3 synchros, and this deck main decks multiple ways to discard a card. So again, you're not losing a card when you're discarding the Pseudo. Here, this is so fantastic. They have 2 continuous traps, and both of them essentially say that they are an omni-negation. Spell or trap, sometimes. But here, this trap negates a face-up card. So that's really nifty. So again, very nice that, you know, it negates Droplet, negates good negate Droplet, negates Talent, so that's really nifty. This is my mistake. You see that I was tired here because of this. I mixed up yellow with green. It's the green one that forces this to banish, right, until the end phase. Normally, my opponent was 1 extra card down, so he would have left, or would have been left with one card, essentially. So now I have to make like a recovery play. Go for Fiendsmith package first, put up the trap for Desiree, right? So they revealed their last card being the Mitsurugi Ritual. We are negating that because, again, the GNX Synchro is not once per turn, it's once per attribute, and you have basically almost all attributes in the graveyard. So, a small mistake here again. I should have waited with the Synchro Summon of your level 10. Should have, you know, chained it on the effect here, and then, you know, as soon as it hit the field, there would have been, no field spell surge. So, again, my mistake. But, you know, Fiendsmith comes to play, empty our field first, before, I mean, go for Fiendsmith package first, before locking ourselves into Synchro Summons, and then get rid of the sequence, and then we can, you know, establish our board with Medius, with the Synchro Summons, and so on and so on. So, this is really cool. It's a really nifty and special archetype, I feel, because it combines strategies of previous archetypes like Valiance, Kashtira. It's a bit more neutered than Kashtira because, you know, it's very specific. You have to special summon them from the hand into the middle monster zone, but those nifty effects of, what's the archetype? Neck Knights, of, you know, switching between zones. I mean, it's really cool. And I mean, it's no coincidence that this deck is, you can finally easily make your Armadas, I think that's the name, the Light Fiend, and go for full Fiendsmith and still have your monsters on field to send them away. So it's really, really nice. It's a really fun archetype, but sometimes difficult. Okay, so feel free to leave suggestions. Thanks for watching, feel free to leave a like. If you enjoyed the video, leave them sign out. Peace.